This is the weekly roundup. Before I get started, I do want to, do church announcements. Maybe that'll be the proper thing. The first thing, I know there's a second, I can't think of the second, but I know the first thing that I do want to say is, given everything that is going on in the world, I know that many of us, we flock to social media to kind of disengage and decompress, but even then, because it is a media outlet, we are always bombarded with a lot of imagery and whatnot. So just take the time out in the day in general to just decompress, log off social media, woosah, and kind of get a lot of that out, because a lot of the times we can become triggered by what we see, and mental health is important. And the second thing, I remembered it, is if you guys have any topics that you would like me to discuss, please send them to spillingallthetea@gmail.com. I know some people may probably watch this more or less in a podcast form, just listening to it while they're doing something. So if that is the case, there it is. And also, I'm going to break this up into different parts, but all in one playlist, so you can enjoy bits and pieces at your leisure. It makes it easier to know what topics are being discussed. Okay, so with that being said, and if y'all see me wiping, I do have the fan on, but I just got done washing my hair, so my hair is still wet, as you can see. So a lot of the water that is coming off my head is dripping down, so that's what that is. But my AC is on. Okay, so start with giving flowers. First, is nothing really bad, but I guess we could say for his last ride, Mark Calloway, who is better known as WWE superstar The Undertaker, he's officially retiring from professional wrestling. So just hats off to him for how long he's been in the business. I know that I've been watching wrestling since I was probably about 5, and I'm pretty sure, I want to say he's been in, if not 30 plus, so congrats to him for that longevity. And, you know, for sticking with Vince McMahon through the whole WCW, WWF, which is now WWE, period, where he's one of the few wrestlers that actually stood by his side, and he actually helped keep the company afloat. He has been working behind the scenes a lot, but he's come every now and then, do a WrestleMania, whatever, but he's just done in front of the camera. But I'm pretty sure he's going to continue to work behind the camera with the talent. Get well soon to Tom Joyner. For those of us in Chicago, you know it's the it's the Tom Joyner Morning Show. I remember hearing that a lot in the car with my mom. But he suffered a mild stroke, so get well soon. Prayers up for him. Prayers up for Hughley. He was given a comedy show in a small venue. He passed out on stage. It was later confirmed that he has the COVID-19, so he tested positive for that. They believe that is that contributed to him passing out. So get well soon to him. I hope that everyone that was in attendance that day, my towel fell. Everyone that was in attendance that day, hopefully they went and got tested to ensure that they are safe. And just remember, you know, when you're out, please wear your mask. Yes, technically people who are cold or sick should be wearing it, but just to add a layer of protection, you know, for you and yours. And I do want to mention, I believe that there were 6 people within the last week and a half, 2 weeks, that have been hanging from trees, because that's how they want to be classified. They classify it that way because of not trying to call it what it is, which these are lynchings. But of the 6, I have 4 of the 6. One is of an unidentified teen outside of the Texas elementary school. Still unidentified, don't have a name for said teen, but there was no foul play. Then there is a Dominique Alexander who was found in a New York City park. A Robert Fuller just steps away from the Palmdale City Hall in California. They're classifying that as a suicide. And a Malcolm Harsh found hanging from trees in South Carolina. So they're trying to classify the majority as suicide, some as foul play, and yeah, we're not having it. Not to say that African Americans do not commit suicide, but yeah, in the form of a lynching, no. And people are even trying to say that you have African Americans willingly, killing themselves, committing suicide by lynching themselves to try to paint the current administration in a bad light. The things that people say. So that's pretty much that for giving flowers. Again, remember to give your flowers to everyone while they're living, because when they're dead and gone, they can't do anything with them. So Nene Leakes is in the news for quite a bit. Whether or not her status on Real Housewives of Atlanta, that is very much up in the air, but she has come under scrutiny because she was caught first exploiting the Black Lives Matter movement by tweeting Black Lives Matter and then right up under it, booknene@gmail.com. So, and it's crazy because she pretty much said, and I mentioned it in the last weekly roundup, that she was going so hard against celebrities who are trying to capitalize off of George Floyd's death, when it seems like she's doing the exact same thing right here. Because why would you have book Nene, and for what exact reason? But that's not the only thing that has brought fire to her. She has enraged fans because she has compared her situation on the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12 reunion part 3, well 2 and 3. Well, actually, I guess we could just say the whole reunion. Compared her experience with that of George Floyd, where he was physically ganged up on by 4 cops. She claims that she felt the same exact thing, where she was verbally ganged up on by all the other women on the cast, and everyone went up into an uproar because these are two totally different things. 1, 2, everything that she got at the reunion, it happens to everyone who stays on the show long enough, where you have one person or a couple people that are at the center of controversy, and typically, that person gets it. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was either 10 or 11. I suck at which season this was. I think it was 11 though, that, Kim got it. Like, everyone had their own parts, but Kim got it the majority. There are some where Kenya gets it the majority of this person, so it's nothing, and everything that she got is all from things that she helped to create. So yeah, I don't really feel bad for you. And she's being drugged by her lace front, or I should just say her synthetic wig, for doing something such as that, not only trying to capitalize off the Black Lives Matter movement and now the death of George Floyd, and going so far as to compare yourself to him. Just too much too soon. We have Gilbert Arenas. So he apologizes to Lupita Nyong'o. Now, several years ago, he decided that he wanted to insult her, insert her skin, her looks. And in one caption, he put, "Y'all tagged me like she got a facelift when she went from a 3 to a 10. No, she's just a 3 in blue water with some blue blockers on. Whole lot of laughing crying emojis. This is no diff than an ugly girl with a fat ass. I'll still beat, but just with the lights off. But she glowing though." He also put, "Women are so funny. I'm ugly to 95% of y'all, but I ain't mad. Lights off." And not everything needs to be up for public consumption, like, honestly. And it's obvious that he suffers from internalized colorism, even so far as to know that, nothing against his baby's mother. I believe it's not Gloria. Is it Gloria Gova? No, it's one of the Govan sisters, but he has a couple of children with her, and I'm pretty sure he was hoping that, okay, you know, with this Latina, you know, my baby should come out lighter, because he obviously has an issue with African Americans and, you know, our nice melanated skin, and he didn't get exactly what he wanted. But this is all internalized colorism and a lot of deflection, and he got drugged for that when he did it. But he's thus apologized for making said comments. And in a post, it reads, we can't come together as a race until the idiots of the race right their wrong. My name is Gilbert, and I was an idiot for attacking one of our queens for no reason. He added her. I'm truly sorry for my coon behavior. Black Lives Matter, dead and alive. That was a hashtag, and then hashtag Black Excellence. And it's good that he did it. And since he did this on a social media platform, it was good for him to also put this statement on a social media platform. But this is an apology that should have been given to her face to face. I mean, again, still do it like this, but she deserves a face to face one for that. And more or less, I think he probably should have done a video where the sincerity can be seen. But this makes me wonder, is there a project or something in the midst? Or is there something that he's trying to protect for him to just all of a sudden come out and make this apology, even though it is very much warranted? It really makes me question the motive behind it. But again, it's great that he did it. Kudos to him.